skin. You're doing damage. Nobody's ever been. Do I gotta chase you every summer? Can I have to replace you every summer? You're the only woman on my mind. You're the only way I spend my time. Tick, 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 boom. Can't get you out of the room of my head. Take two, is it too soon to get you into my... I want you now, I need you off the ground. I want not loud, I want you right now. I can't have it right now.
You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, and blow my mind. You're the only one that gets under my skin. You're doing damage. Nobody's ever been. Do I gotta face you with another? I'll never replace you with another. You're the only man that's on my mind. You know that nobody right. Tick, 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 boom. This ain't a honeymoon. We all night instead. Sleep until noon. I still assume that you'll be in my... I want it here. Don't make me wait all year. Already facing my fears. Come closer to my ears. I gotta hear it more clear. You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, you blow my mind. You're the only one that gets under my skin. You're doing damage. Nobody's ever been. You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, you blow my mind.
Jesus and Mara are shaking up late night.
You're gonna get smart intelligence, you're gonna get ignorance all mixed in one.
First guest, Kim's new baby, in utero interview.
Exclusive. Your vision.
Who's doing that at late night? Nobody.
I don't do face value.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, dismal record over the last 10 games, just 2-8. Nothing seems to be going their way right now. And tonight, a chance to see the continued development of Lauri Markkanen, the 7-foot sharpshooter out of Finland. Kenny, your thoughts?
Not too many Finnish basketball players, but he's comes from a basketball family. Both his parents actually played pro hoops. Now, that's the first ever pick in the first round for Finland.
And he's able to finish around the rim.
Made history in Finland. Somewhat underrated as an athlete, but he's another 7-footer out there shooting threes. I hate it, but you got to love it.
No question.
Why do we have to love it if you hate it?
Because I'm not a shooter.
I know.
PMFS, baby.
What is that?
Prolific, most frequently scorer.
Okay.
That does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
That's what it means.
It's the Lakers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Bulls. Look at this team, third from last in the East, just not the way they had hoped this season would play out.
Yeah, and Kevin, I haven't been able to quite figure out what the problem been for this group, but obviously neither have they, because the struggle is real. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's led to a dead end.
You know, certain teams, Chris, look fantastic during the regular year, but once they get to the playoffs, they really struggle. They can't seem to find themselves. Why is that?
Well, one thing is that certain teams are just built to win regular season games. You can hone in on a team for 7 games. Can they make an adjustment? Can they play together? In the playoffs, you need star power that's working together. You need everyone on the same page. What you did during the season no longer works in the playoffs. How can the coaches, how can the teammates, how can you make everyone better and adjust at the same time? If you're lacking in any area, you're vulnerable.
They become exposed, don't they?
You become exposed because what you do every night may not be an advantage against the team that you're about to play in a 7-game stretch. Yeah, definitely. Teams are vulnerable. You have to hone in and, again, be the best version of you so you can adapt to any situation in that game.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Rondo and Caldwell-Pope in the backcourt. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low.
The biggest fear any opponent has, watching LeBron go to work inside, you know what the results are going to be.
And a wide open look for Porter. Drills the 3-pointer. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's James, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
That is what LeBron does. No one challenges the heart of the defense more than him. Impossible to stop him when he gets that deep.
And he banks in the layup. James has got 8 points.
Now that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this hot.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Jim Boylan. He said that interior presence is #1 on their list defensively. Told me that they have to make it difficult inside and close out the passing lanes to prevent easy looks in the paint. We'll see if that works for him, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get positioned down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Dunn passes to Markkanen. There's Porter with the 3. A shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. Have to be careful of falling in love with that 3.
Yeah, it looks good when it's going in, but they definitely force some. Overall, pretty inaccurate from out there.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah, but the defense is doing a pretty good job of contesting those long-range shots.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Yeah, you gotta love watching James sky for the slam. Demonstrating how high he can get up off the drive.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And Z-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had, Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game, is Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year, and I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for McGee.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Now, here's Dunn. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Markkanen kicks to Dunn. To the paint. It's deflected. It's deflected.
An average shot blocker. You want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots. Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm, and if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Oh, fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
That's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Golden State. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, the Lakers. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, you know, for the Lakers, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
They have their work cut out in the offseason. The status quo isn't going to cut it. There has to be an overhaul.
The Bulls traded away a superstar in Jimmy Butler, but in return, among other assets, the number 7 pick, which, Chris, turned out to be Markkanen.
Well, listen, Markkanen is one of my favorite players. He can become a star in his own right. He's a 7-footer that can stretch the floor, but he'll bang on you inside, fearless. You like this kid's game. It's almost like he's from Detroit or something.
The first free throw is good.
And the dirt comparisons, they're understandable. Markkanen is a big man who can shoot for days, but you know what? He'll flush it on you too.
Good on both.
How about Lauri Markkanen out of Finland? I love his game. Look, he comes from a family of athletes. Both his parents played basketball at a high level. I know he got his game from his mom. She told me that. But his older brothers both made the pro ranks, one in soccer, the one in hoops. His family, skilled.
Here's Markkanen following the basket by LeBron James. And that one's good by Porter.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Nice shot by James. And Markkanen, from a young age, would spend all day shooting in the backyard. Chris sounds like you. His parents set a rule. No hoops before 7 a.m. or after 10 p.m.
Oh, man, when can you play then? I mean, hey, you want to play 24 hours. But, yeah, it was just like me. And he'd be out there practicing in sub-zero weather. Those Chicago winters shouldn't be a problem for him.
James, and he converts the layup. James has got 20.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Dunn. Tries again. He lays it in.
And that's the muscle his teammates like to see done, refusing to take no for an answer.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. On the wing, LaVine, the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Well, it tells you a lot about who was the more aggressive team. I mean, they should have that same exact attitude tonight. Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3-and-D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals, but he's not the most efficient scorer. But he's solid from deep.
One shot, gentlemen.
And with Caldwell Pope, as good as he is, he can be inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like any player, he's going to have his good nights and bad nights. It's just with KCP, the bad nights sometimes really stick out. It all averages out in the end with him, but sometimes you'll think he's a star, and other nights you'll wonder, what is he doing out there?
Now here's James. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Boston.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
It's tipped. They get it back. Kuzma can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 11. Outside, Porter. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. Rebounded by McGee.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop.
Oh!
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Chicago calls timeout. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, they allowed way too many easy buckets. I thought they lacked toughness and energy all night.
To check out stats for Rajon Rondo. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 8 points a game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
LaVine dishes to Markkanen. Down low, here's Dunn, and he lays it straight in.
Love the mentality of Dunn, looking to score as often as he can from the painted area.
LeBron with it, now defended by LaVine. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
A moment to check out Robin Lopez here. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. 9th in blocks, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And James throws it down.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Bulls trail by 15. Got a piece of it, and stolen by LeBron. All alone, and the dunk by James.
Oh, that's just stellar instincts from James. Outstanding at clogging up passing lanes with his length.
Here's Arcidiacono. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. And again, Chicago. No good. And here's LeBron outside. And no good that time. And Chicago shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. They double him with James. Here's Markkanen. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. LeBron drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 30.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And boy, when you think about what the Bulls were in the 90s, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, Rodman, I mean, a group that could suffocate you on both ends.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Bulls trail by 21.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They get a hand on it. Rondo with the steal. Goes up. And Rondo with the stuff.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Three-pointer, Markkanen. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And really, this is Markkanen's greatest weapon, a three-point sniper with impressive range.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Chris, of current players who could eventually become coaches, who would you put in that category? There are a lot of brilliant guys that play this game, think the game through so well.
Chris Paul, Ariza, those guys come to mind for some reason to me. Klay Thompson,
yes,
he comes to mind. And I don't know if it's the personality that I see these guys in or if it's the way that they approach the game. But, yeah, those guys come to mind. I definitely could see them taking the game to another level once their playing days are ended.
So for the Bulls, Felicio's checked in for Lopez, and it's Luwawu-Cabarrot in for Porter. Muscala, he's checked in for the Lakers. Reggie Bullock comes in for LeBron. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I mean, you talk about the mystique and allure of Los Angeles. The Lakers are undoubtedly the #1 show in L.A. Truly one of the great franchises in the NBA.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And with the legacy and the history of the Los Angeles Lakers comes the pressure to win.
Well, for the organization, they have to be the best. I mean, they have no qualms about going out and going to get a big-time free agent. The players up to the front office, everyone in L.A. feels the pressure to win.
And so Bullock nails both of them. C-Web, a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about if a guy is hot and you can't stop him, you should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot up under a guy. If we all remember, I believe that San Antonio was up a couple of years ago on Golden State at home in Game 1, and Pachulia inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of a lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps it. Defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. You're going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more things.
Here's Luwawu, following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Muscala with the ball. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Arcidiacono kicks to Markkanen. Shot to stop the run, and Markkanen throws it down.
Giving his height, Markkanen makes dunking look second nature. Got to keep him away from the rim.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. Felicio with a rebound. The Bulls shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Took him no time at all on that one. Selden's got his first basket of the night.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
So it's Chicago now. Arcidiacono kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. That one goes in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Lakers leading by 21. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Markkanen. And Luwawu gets it to go. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Bullock. And he overshot that one, missing. 55 seconds left to play in the first. Luwawu, the pass to Markkanen. Over in the corner, Selden. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. No good that time. Bulls trail by 20. The pass to Arcidiacono. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Harrison's checked in for Chicago. And then for the Lakers. And Stevenson's checked in for Rondo. And it's Josh Hart in for Caldwell Pope. Lakers leading by 20. Passes it to Wagner. Misses off the right iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Felicio and the powerful one-handed slam.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Moritz Wagner at the line for 2.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Harrison kicks to Selden. Over Stevenson. Can't hit from 12. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
When I play 2K all the time, seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain
you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James. Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
Mike Muscala.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Always a good strategy. Get as many people involved as you can early on.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Hart. Muscala is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Wagner in at center, locking down the middle.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Here's Muscala. Again, the Lakers.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on them here in the second quarter, think again.
The Bulls shooting 47%, pretty solid. Harrison passes to Markkanen. Out to the right wing. Hangs, and the layup is up and in. Markkanen's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
Here's Hart. Rebound by the Bulls. Felicio's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Harrison. Here's Luwawu. Bangs home the trifecta. Luwawu's got 8.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Bulls trail by 19. Inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 6 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. To the paint. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And the offensive game of Markkanen is great, adding more and more to it over time.
Stevenson passes to Wagner. That's short off the rim.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Inside. Felicio with the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance.
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, in recent years, C-Web players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
So think about it. Embiid and Westbrook have both come close. So Westbrook comes close to anything with a double at the end of it. And Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem the Dream Olajuwon did it, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive, yeah.
So for the Bulls, Robin Lopez is checked in for Felicio. Porter comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Zach LaVine sub in for Wayne Selden. And the Lakers also making a change. McGee's checked in, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
LaVine can't hit.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
Here's Hart, and he banks in the layup. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Now here's LaVine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
The shot's good from McGee.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Los Angeles leading by 19 points. Goes up on the wing, and the Lakers tack on 2 more. The Bulls have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. And Lopez throws it down.
Capable of doing many things well. LaVine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
And that one's good by Stevenson. And here's LaVine, who brings it up for Chicago. They double him with Stevenson. Right side, Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. There is one interesting stat for the Chicago Bulls, C-Web, and they're still the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals.
Wow, well, that's just an amazing distinction. I mean, a testament to the clutch play of Jordan when they did make the finals, and a reminder of how hard it is just to get there.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He's off on the first.
You know, the versatility of Porter is huge. I mean, he's an outstanding perimeter defender, in addition also to being a proven scorer.
Chicago making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Lakers leading by 20. Here's Bullock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got his third assist on the night. Chicago's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Dunn misses.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
And Dunn with the slam.
And you see there the speed that Dunn possesses. I mean, he's an absolute force when he's moving like this in transition.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Hart, that's good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Now here's LaVine. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle, and LaVine throws it down.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Here's Muscala, and another basket for the Lakers.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Porter in the corner. Three-pointer, and the Bulls another three.
Porter takes no time in getting his shot off. When the D is laying off of him, he has no problem pulling right up off the pass.
The shot's good from McGee.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
LaVine kicks to Porter. Down low, Lopez. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the basket by Stevenson. Bulls trail by 21. LaVine finds Lopez. Got a piece of it. And it's denied. Pass to McGee. Plenty of space. Again, the Lakers.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Chicago's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Lopez.
At 7 feet tall, Lopez makes dunking look easy. Once he's close to the bucket, forget about it.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
How about Zach LaVine? I mean, signing a big new contract this summer. Listen, that ACL injury he had, that's in the rear view. Obviously a lot riding on his health and return to form, but he's put in the work.
Your dreams are getting rich, though. Pretty big football field. You around like I signed a football deal. But you know, take 15 minutes to drive a track. Yeah, take half a minute. And you know, I make a bounce all across the globe. I got your, you know, a franchise like nigga Houston. Rocket and rock every 8 months is when I use to drop it. Yo, I got the streets on lock. I like my beats with knock. You know
Chicago making a switch here. Arcidiacono's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Muscala. LeBron comes in for Josh Hart. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Bullock. And LaVine seems to be at full strength. His vertical leap testing even higher, if we can believe that, even higher, Chris, than it did in the pre-draft combine.
He's a hard worker. His scoring efficiency lagged a little bit last season, but he was trying to get his game right after injury. Look, we know his potential as far as scoring that ball.
The drive by James lays it up off the glass. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
And James shows no mercy on his drives to the rim. Vicious at penetrating inside.
On the wing, LaVine fires the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Inside or out, this is a collection of players that has really been doing the job lately. The leading rebounders from the shooting guard position since the All-Star break. Number 5 is Zach LaVine.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a 2-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
Yeah, and the energy they show on the glass is outstanding. They work so hard in the paint.
Here's LaVine, 7 points in the game. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Nice shot by James.
Well, this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
LaVine against Kuzma. It's Porter outside, rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
To the middle, here's LaVine, and there it is for him. LaVine's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Stevenson. Chicago grabs the miss.
Off target with what's pretty good look from mid-range.
Kick out to LaVine. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. LaVine's got 11 points.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Bulls. The 15-footer, rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
I like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
On the wing, LaVine fires from deep. Again, LaVine missing. Lakers leading by 22. Over LaVine, and again LeBron James. LeBron's got 46 points.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
To the middle, here's LaVine. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it? Zach LaVine, a high riser, the 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Wayne Selden's checked in for Dunn. Wagner, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope comes in for Lance Stevenson.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good, LaVine. And from everything you hear, LaVine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
And, Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron, one of the best to ever play the game?
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
That free throw, no good.
The agility, the instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
And he sinks the second. 1:27 left here in the second. Down low, cuts off the pass. Here's Rondo. Nailed from three-point land. Rondo's got 5 points so far.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
The shot's good. 16 points for Zach LaVine.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
The drive by LeBron. Yep, that one goes.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Here's LaVine following the basket by LeBron James. 5 on the clock. Selden can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Rondo. Chicago grabs the miss.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Outside Porter. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Rondo. By himself. And the jam by Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, always had great instincts defensively. Rondo using that length there to come up with the steal.
LaVine deciding where to go with it. Here's Arcidiacono. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, clock running out. They stay poised and get the shot off just in time.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Los Angeles on top, running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups and knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 4 steals, and 4 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
This is how you know the king is not playing with you. LeBron taking over the first half, wanting to leave nothing to chance. Just dominate, baby. Just dominate. His athleticism at his size and this far in his career, remarkable.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Markkanen is the 4, with Lopez in the middle. Dunn and LaVine are the guard set. And it's Porter in at the 3. And that's the group for Jim Boylen as we begin the second half.
LeBron James.
And the Lakers a few years ago were at the bottom of the league. Their rebuild didn't take long at all. Smart trades and good draft picks have been the trademark of this franchise turnaround.
Two.
The free throw drops for James. And for the Lakers, they've gone from a team in rebuild mode to a team looking at the playoffs and beyond.
Well, the team feels like they're on the verge of taking a huge step forward. I mean, they have the talent and the vision in place. Just to take time for it to come together. The brass has done a great job of improving and overhauling the roster the last few years.
And James drills them both. And here is Dunn. Outside Porter, a 3 ball, but they'll get another chance. And Markkanen throws it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
And that one's good by Porter.
Oh, look, Porter uses his length well on the offensive glass. Remarkable at hitting the boards and coming away with the rebound.
Baseline try. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And stolen by James. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. And Kuzma slams it in.
Superb at leaking out and running at a smart route. Kuzma, he loves capitalizing in transition.
Now Markkanen back to Dunn. Lays it up off the glass. Dunn's got 8.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that? Nah.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Wow. One area that Dunn must sharpen fast. I mean, he really has to. Oh, wow. Look out.
That's a beautiful jam.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. LaVine can't hit. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's James. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's just superb concentration despite getting hit. James is just excellent at scoring through contact.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Shooting 1.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. Robin Lopez out of Stanford, entering his 2nd decade in the league. Chris, talk about his game.
Well, when you think about Robin's game, I mean, aggressive, unselfish. I mean, he's one of those dirty work players you love to have on your team, but you hate to compete against.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
The Bulls have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter, 4 of 8. And Markkanen throws it down.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Kuzma passes to LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
The D is no shot at stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul him.
The Lakers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one at the line is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Caldwell Pope brings the double team. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Now, here's Dunn. He's got 8. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
Give it up for the D. No fear. You risk getting posterized. You know what, though? But you still take them on.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's LaVine following the basket by LeBron James. LaVine kicks to Dunn. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Dunn's got 4 points in the quarter.
You at least got to honor Dunn's J. I mean, he's more than capable of sinking it in from those in-between spots.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Dunn following the basket by LeBron James. Quarter outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 7th assist in the game. And the Lakers call time here.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Chicago making some changes. Felicio's checked in for Lopez. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Harrison in for LaVine. The Lakers also making some changes. Mike Muscala is checked in for JaVale McGee. Josh Hart comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Rajon Rondo. Dunn looking over the floor. Here's Luwawu. Tries again, and the rejection by James.
Oh, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
Ball's knocked loose. Now, here's Bullock. He's covered closely. Basket counts. Bullock's got 6.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Here's Felicio. 8 points for him. To the inside. Here's Dunn. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Hart, that's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Chicago's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. To the inside, Harrison. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Here's James. And yes, it's good. James has got 15 points in just the second half. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. The pass to Markkanen. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Kuzma. He gets that one. 10 points for him.
Oh, you got to keep seeing this from Markkanen. I mean, he has to improve as a playmaker over time.
Here's LeBron, and again it's the Lakers.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
An all-around player. Kuzma is very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
The Bulls shooting around 48% so far in the third. To the wing on the left. And Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got 13.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Hart, that's good.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the floor of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
Now, here's Bullock. He's tightly guarded, and Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Zeldin's checked in for Chris Dunn. The Lakers also with a sub. Wagner's checked in. Well, Chicago has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Bullock. And here they come. Stops, pops, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Yeah, but you have to control the pace. You have to keep it up, keep the tempo. That's how they built this lead.
Here's Kuzma. The Lakers keep it alive, fresh 24. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Chicago called for the foul. The Lakers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And that one misses.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
The Bulls making a switch here. Arcidiakono's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And Chicago's shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Passes to Zeldin. Here's Felicio, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Bullock, good.
That's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
And Chicago shooting 48% from the field as a team in this third quarter. Here's Harrison. He tries for 3, knocks down the 3 ball. Harrison's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Muscala, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jumper.
The 15-footer. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And that's the confidence his teammates want to see. Marketing is adept at firing off the pass.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it goes down 2 points. Markkanen's got 25 points.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Muscala hits the bucket. Muscala's gone a terrific 6 of 8 shooting from the floor. Arcidiacono kicks to Markkanen. Here's Selden, guarded by Kuzma. Over to the left wing. The shot by Harrison, no good. Los Angeles has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Again, Los Angeles.
He excels at scoring from the mid-range. Kuzma is awesome at making use of these spots on the floor.
Here's Chicago. Passed it to Selden. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. Selden's got 5 now.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
2 minutes.
1:58 left here in the third quarter.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
No problems knocking that one down. He's got 10.
And these are shots Kuzma will take all day. He's very confident in his ability to score.
Out to the wing. Selden. Again, Chicago.
Selden with the bucket.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And Muscala kicks to Hart. Over Harrison. Again, Los Angeles.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
The Bulls shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Pass to Felicio, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Goes up the baseline, and that one goes long. And Chicago shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Harrison kicks to Markkanen. To the paint. And that one's good, Arcidiacono.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
46 seconds left in the third. The dish to Markkanen. And there's the pass to Felicio. And he jams it with authority.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Hart. Rebound by the Bulls. Markkanen's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Harrison scanning the floor. Arcidiacono, the pass to Felicio. Here's Arcidiacono. Off target with his 3. Here's Hart over Harrison. And it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He has never been better. This is the most points he's scored in his career. And he is looking to add to it. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Chandler. Lance Stevenson is out there with Wagner. Then it's Ingram. Shoots from 12. The shot off that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Outside Porter. Three-pointer. They get it back. Some solid defense from Ingram.
It doesn't take much to impact his shot. I mean, even at point-blank range.
And that one's good by Stevenson.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Bulls. Oh, Porter in position.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Stevenson. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Stolen by Stevenson. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And it's slammed in by Stevenson.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
And the Bulls making a change here. Blakeney's checked in.
One shot.
That one misses for Stevenson. Compared to when you were playing C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders, the Ben Wallace, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Clock at 6. Here's Blakeney. And Felicio is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Luwawu is checked in for Chicago. And the Lakers also making a change. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wagner. Los Angeles calls timeout. Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. He gets it in there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Passes it to Blakeney. Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA is going switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Your take is real interesting. Now Stevenson, following the miss by Otto Porter from deep.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Plenty of space. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
That's his first personal foul.
Down low.
Maybe we can give him a pass for that turnover, only because he's been reliable up to now, mistake-free.
No good from Luwawu. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Chandler dishes to McGee. Offensive rebound, and Chandler throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first two quarters, though.
And the basket is good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Inside, Felicio with the bucket.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. And the Lakers call time here. Chris, in football, you have the franchise tag. It allows a team to keep a superstar by delaying his free agency. Would that work in the NBA?
I'm not sure if that would work in the NBA. It would be what else would reward this player in the franchise tag? Does it allow freedom for other players to come? I think that we're going to have to address some of these issues as time goes on, especially in a place like Golden State where they have so many great players there. But one of the great things about the NBA is the freedom of movement. And I don't think that we've seen really any teams get hurt too bad by the superstar leaving if they've acknowledged he's going to leave and made a trade for him. It is when that they don't acknowledge, a la Orlando with Shaq, a la a couple of other teams, and they don't acknowledge that this guy may leave, that you truly end up with nothing. So I'm not sure about that franchise tag yet, Kevin. The NBA is doing great. Players are moving around, and we're going to need some other teams to combat the dominant team overall.
Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Porter, no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Chandler's shot, good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Chicago shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. And finished off by Porter.
Porter is a versatile scorer. Whether he's driving, spotting up, or creating for himself, he can do anything.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Pass to Luwawu. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Stevenson. Again, the Lakers.
Well, then Caldwell Pope really sees the court well. Everyone knows this guy can shoot, but his passing is also outstanding.
Over to the wing. Here's Blakeney. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. To the middle. Here's Luwawu. He gets that one.
Oh, he gets in a good position in the post, and the entry feed is there for him.
Los Angeles has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. The shot's good from McGee.
Yeah, Greg, and if you're going to give somebody that shot, don't let it be him.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Bulls. To the paint, here's Felicio, and he slams it one-handed.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
And Stevenson kicks to Chandler. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Down low, here's Blakeney. Rebound by JaVale McGee. The Lakers shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
The Bulls shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Porter drops in the layup for 2. Porter's got 16 points here in the second half.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Here's Harrison. And finished off by Porter.
Porter's a remarkable athlete. Someone who gets off the floor fast to check him.
And Chandler throws it down.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Harrison. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. There's Porter with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Porter's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Bulls.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back. Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about it most is he's doing it efficiently.
Here's Felicio.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Stevenson, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Here's Harrison. Kicks to Porter. Pass to Luwawu. Rebounded by McGee.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Again, Los Angeles.
I love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
Out left to the wing. Here's Blakeney. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Offensive rebound. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football. And so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're acting a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side? Right. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
And there's the pass to Felicio. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Muscala. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Zeldin. It's Porter outside, and the Bulls another 3.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
Chicago's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Back to Harrison. To the inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Stevenson. Here's Caldwell Pope. Again, Los Angeles.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money. 1:46
left in the fourth quarter. Harrison passes to Felicio. Puts it up from 12, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. LA's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Caldwell Pope, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Muscala gets the bucket.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
And so Luke Walton decides to call timeout.
Craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Me. Democracy, you wanna copy me. Life monopoly, go copy some land and some property. AP, Rose, diamonds, whip up, diamonds on the road. What do you mean? In the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Here's McGee. Felicio with a rebound.
All right, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
The Lakers controlling the game. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Chicago. Here's Harrison. Makes it off the glass. Bonga banked in off the glass.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Congrats on the win. Where do you go mentally when you're in the rhythm like you were tonight?
It's a zone you get into, and it's kind of unexplainable, and you try to go out there and you feel like it's nothing that you can't do. And hopefully the momentum just continued to go throughout the whole quarter, and it did. And not only did it open up for me, opened up for the rest of us too.
I know that's got to be empowering, LeBron. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you next time.